Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. All right, today we are going to begin with a second video of tenses. Yes, you are right. This is a second video of tenses, a very basic of English grammar. All right. So in the previous video, what did we learn? Yes, we had learned about what is a tense, meaning of the tense, how many types of tenses are there, and the last one, when to use the each type of a tense in the tense table. Yes or no? This is what we have revised in the previous class. So in this video, we are going to learn the each and every type of the tenses. Each and every type of the tenses. So student, here we given a new relation to the tenses. In the previous video, what I told you, tenses is a great grandfather. What it is? It is a great grandfather of English grammar. So tenses have three main children. How many children? Three main. Which are they? Past, present, and future. Why they are called past, present, and future? They are called past, present, and future because past means it is a previous work which is very interested in the previous work, okay, not in present. Why about present? Present is always interested in the present work. What about the future student or a future child? Future is always bother about the future event or a future thing. So tenses is a great grandfather, okay, he or she have three childrens, okay, past, present, and future. And now past have four children. How many? Four. Again present have four children and future have another four children. So what are the name of them? Yes, they have a common name. What it is? Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So student, in the previous video we learned about the tenses, the great grandfather, and we learned about past, present, and future. So what are they? So what kind of things they do in the tenses? And we learned about all this kind of things. So in this video we are going to learn the each and every type of the tenses, each and every form of the tenses. We will learn about simple past tense, we will learn about simple present tense, we will learn about simple future tense, then we will learn about, okay, past continuous, present continuous, future continuous. Then again we learn about past perfect, present perfect, and a future perfect. And at last we will learn about past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. So student, it is a very common one and you have know about each and everything. But this video gives you the better understanding and it will revise you to learn again and you will get the knowledge. All right. Slide we have about the tense table what we have discussed in the previous video. Again we will revise it and we will go to an animated video. Do you like an animated video? Yes, obviously, because animated video brings interest and learning. Yes or no? So in this manner we are going to learn the simple present and other form of the tenses. So let's begin with it, and without wasting a time and without further go, let's begin and learn the types of the tenses. The very basic of the tenses. What it is? It is a table of English tenses. So it is a very important one, a very basic one. Understood? All right. So let's begin with this. So here we have this tense table. Okay, it is divided among present, past, and future. What are they? They are the three childrens of tenses. And here the three childrens have, okay, four common childrens. Okay, which are they? And simple, indefinite, then comes continuous, then comes perfect, then comes perfect continuous. Understood? So let's begin with this. So in the previous class we have learned about this table. So let's begin with the verb play. Okay, in the present simple or a simple present, the play can be written as it is in the form of play. Okay, in the form of play, or you can add place, okay, in front of a singular subject. All right, when there is a plural subject, you can write it as an plural play in a plural verb. So there should be a subject and verb agreement. All right, so here and the simple present play and the present continuous, what it comes is slash am slash r playing, is slash am slash r playing. Okay, it is dependent on the first person, second person and the third person, where we have to use, okay, this one with playing. Why it is playing? Because it is in the form of present continuous. All right, now let's begin with the present perfect. Has a slash have played. Okay, this is a formula. Then comes present perfect continuous, has have been playing. Understood? Now comes to past indefinite, a simple past, it means played. Then comes past continuous, it is was were playing. Then comes past perfect, what it is, had played. Now comes to past perfect continuous, what it is, had been playing. Okay, now comes to future one, a simple future, what it is, will shall play. Then future continuous tense, what it is, will or shall be playing. Okay, then comes future perfect tense, what it is, will shall have played. Okay, have played. Then comes future perfect continuous, what it is, will shall have been playing. So students, it is a very basic table, it is a very interesting and the tense table, and it is a very basic of the English grammar. Okay, for a better and a grammatical systematic sentence, you need to learn this tense table thoroughly, so you wouldn't be mistaken anywhere, okay, while making a sentence. So it is a very basic one and an important. So student, let's begin with the first type of a tense. So what it is, the first type? Simple present tense. So first we have simple present tense. So what is a simple present tense? The meaning of the simple present tense is an action that occurs on regular basis. An action that occurs on regular basis is called simple present tense. Another point, fact that stands true all times. The facts which stands true all time is called simple present tense. Okay, so what is a sentence structure? Subject plus verb in the form of one plus object. So it is a sentence structure. Okay, and here we have an example, I play football regularly. So this person play the football regularly, so it is called here the simple present tense. What it is? Simple present tense. So he do the thing regularly without any mess, so without giving up a single day holiday, he do this regularly. Okay, another, sun rises in the east. So everyone knows sun rises from the east, so that's why it is a basic one, it is a truth, a universal truth, and it happens in regular basis. An action which occurs in regular basis can be called here simple present tense. Okay, now let's understand what then a timeline of this action. So P denotes here what we have discussed in the previous video for present. Here left side of P past and the right side of P future. Okay, so here the simple present tense occur here in between the circle, okay, in the present. All right, so here what we have to note, in case of third person or singular form, okay, here VSES form will come. Which form? The fourth form of the verb. Okay, s bar es form for which one? For third person. All right. So here, this is what we have learned about the basic of the simple present. Now let's begin with the simple past tense. What it is? Simple past tense. So here the meaning is an action that is completed before now. Okay, the action that is completed before now is called simple past tense. So the structure is subject plus verb in the form of to plus object. Example, we have I played football yesterday. Instead of play we have used ed. Okay, and past participle ed. So I played football yesterday. Okay, so here the action timeline says that somewhere the action happened here where it is marked crossed. The action happened here in the past, so it's that's why it is written I played football yesterday. Not in present, not in future, it is played in, okay, in the past. Understood? Now comes to simple future tense. Which one? Simple future tense. So here what is simple future tense? An action which will happen in future. Action which will happen in future is called simple future tense. So what is the structure here? We have it is subject plus will plus verb in the form of one plus object. Okay, so here we have subject will plus verb one plus object. This is what you want to memorize. Then I will play football tomorrow. Instead of play and played, we have used will play football tomorrow. Will plus verb one, which is play. So let's see the action timeline. P denotes here in between. So the action occurred here where the cross is marked in future. Understood? The cross is marked, so it denotes the future because the action, the boy is going to play the football tomorrow, so he's going to play here, not in there in the circle, not there in the past. He's going to play here in the future. Okay, that's why the sentence says I will play football tomorrow. Okay, so here see the same sentence in the simple present. So what you have to write? I play football tomorrow. When it comes to present continuous, okay, I playing football. Okay, when it comes to present perfect continuous, the way of the form will changes. When it comes to simple past, what happens? I played football. Okay, when it comes to simple future, I will play football tomorrow. Understood, student? This is all about the simple form of the tense. Okay, so here we have discussed, okay, what we have discussed: the simple past, simple present, and simple future tense. Understood? Okay, now let's begin with the continuous tense, this continuous form of a tense here. All right. Okay, so here we have the continuous tense, okay, of each and every form of the tense. So first one, present continuous tense. What it is? An action which is currently going on. An action which is currently going on is called present continuous tense. Understood? So the sentence structure here we have subject plus, okay, be form of the verb plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Okay, what is the be form of the verb? Is, am, are. So under, just get a note of it. Be form of the verb is, am, are. All right, so here we have example. I am playing football right now. Okay, I plus am plus playing football right now. Okay, so the action timeline is, so where he's playing here in between the P, on between the P, or in between the circle at present time. So he's doing now. All right, so it is in the manner of continuous. When we come to past continuous tense, so what its definition? An action which began in the past and was still going on, okay, on until some other action occurred. A action which is going on, okay, and which is started in the past and going on, and it is not stopped until another action will start. So here we have the structure is subject, be form of the verb plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Be here in the past continuous tenses was bar where. So example, I was playing football when you are arrived. Okay, I was playing football when you arrived. If you don't arrive, I couldn't able to stop this game. So here where the action is going on in the past, playing is occurring here. okay, continuously, and a person arrived and he interrupted him to play, then he had stopped. Understood? Now comes to future continuous tense. Which one? Future continuous tense. So what is the definition of it? An action which will begin in the future and will still go on until some other action occurs. Okay, until other action occurs. So it is an future incomplete action. Okay, so the sentence structure is subject plus will be plus verb in the form of ing plus object, the last form. So here we have an example: I will be playing football when you arrive. Okay, see the sentence structure. This formula is applied here in this sentence. Okay, I plus will plus be plus playing football, okay, when you arrive. So here the action says, okay, this action is taking place here in the future, playing, okay, and a person arrived, so he's talking to that person and it is stopped. All right. So here in the future continuous tense, so the action is taken place here, okay, in somewhere in the future, okay, and it is going on, and here a someone arrived and interrupted him and it is stopped. Okay, so are you getting this one? Okay, it is totally based on this definition. See here, read it once again. An action which will begin in the future and will still go on until some other action occurs. Okay, the action which is going to take place in the future and it will go as it is until some other action take place or occur. So it is called the action timeline of the future continuous tense. Okay, in the future continuous tense, it is an future incomplete action, you can see according to the table. So here we have a sentence structure: subject plus will be plus verb in the form of ing plus object. It is a very main subject structure. Understood? Of what? Of future continuous tense. So let's begin with the past perfect, then present perfect, then future perfect. All right. Okay, now let's begin with the present perfect tense, the perfect tense. Yes, here. Now let's talk about the present perfect tense. Yes, what is the meaning of present perfect tense? It is action that began in the past and true in the present is called present perfect tense. So another statement we have for the present perfect tense: action that happened in the past but time is not specified. So here we have two meaning for present perfect tense. All right, what is a sentence structure? Subject plus have, okay, and has plus verb in the form of three and past participle plus object. Understood? So the example for the sentence structure is, here we have an example. Okay, see, I have played football a lot this week. I have played football a lot this week. I plus have plus played football. Subject plus have, okay, played football. Fine. So here the action timeline is somewhere the action taken place here in the past and it is going on as it is. Okay, for a week, and it is not stopped at all. So this action timeline comes in the present perfect tense. Okay, and this action is best suitable for the meaning of first for the present perfect tense. All right, an action taken place before another action in the past is called present perfect tense for first statement. Okay, now comes to the example of second statement where time is not specified. I have finished my work. At what time? It is not specified. So when he finished his work, don't know. So when the action taken place in the past and he finished his work somewhere in the past, but the time is not specified. For this purpose, present perfect tense is used. Understood? So this example is for the first statement and this example is for the second statement. All right, see here again we will read: I have played football a lot this week. Okay, action taken place somewhere, it finished in the present, and I have finished my homework. Okay, but the time is not specified. All right, now comes to the past perfect tense. Which one? The past perfect tense. So what is the meaning of it? Here we have a meaning. Okay, action that completed before any other action in the past is called past perfect tense. So the sentence structure is subject plus had plus verb in the form of 3 plus object. Very simple. Okay, and the example on the basis of the sentence structure, I had played football before you came. So I had already played football before you came. So I taken my ball, played with my friends, I kept it somewhere hidden, and I'm not going to show you. So this is a selfish person what he is doing. Okay, so here we have an present in the circle and the action taken place in the past, and he played the football and he kept inside the sports room, and he have never decided to show to his friend, and his friend came here. Okay, so he never seen them to playing cricket. This is what called past perfect tense. Now comes to future perfect tense. What? Future perfect tense. What is future perfect tense? An action that will happen before another event in the future, that will happen before another event in the future is called future perfect tense. Let's assume there two action is going to take place in the future. So action which take place before another action is called the future perfect tense. So what is the sentence structure we have? Subject plus will have plus verb in the form of 3 plus object. Okay, and what we have an example, I will have played football by the time you arrive. Okay, so you have decided to arrive in the ground, but I have already played football. Okay, so subject we have, will we have will have, play in the form of v3, and object we have which is football by the time you arrive. And here by the time you arrive shows to another event in the future. So here we have an action timeline where the football game taken place here in the future. He played here and this person arrived here, who? His friend. Okay, arrived here, and this action timeline is the best example for this meaning. Action that will happen before another event in the future is called future perfect tense. Now let's begin with the present perfect continuous tense. What it is? Present perfect continuous tense. So here we have a definition. Action that started in the past and are still going on in the present is called present perfect continuous tense. For here we have a statement. More importance is given to the duration of the event. So here in the present perfect continuous tense, what you're doing is given more importance. So structure we have subject plus have been plus verb in the form of ing plus object. So here I have been playing football since 5 years. Okay, since 5 years is underlined because it is given more preference in which in present perfect continuous tense. So see the action timeline. So he is playing football from here in the past and he is still going on as it is because he want to become a footballer and he want to play somewhere in the FIFA World Cup. Let's see. So he is playing football from since 5 years. So that's why it is called okay present perfect continuous tense. All right, now comes to past perfect continuous tense. What is a past perfect continuous tense? It is an action which began in the past at a certain time and still going on until some other action occurred is called past perfect continuous tense. So the sentence structure we have subject plus had been plus we in the form of ing plus object. See, I had been playing football for 1 hour before you arrived. 1 hour before you arrived. So here for 1 hour is given an underline because it shows a more specific, and here and timing is given more importance. So see the action timeline, and it taken place somewhere he is playing football here and he arrived here and the game is stopped somewhere in the past is called the present perfect continuous tense. Okay, now comes to future perfect continuous tense. A future perfect continuous tense, it is an action begin which will begin and still going until a point in future is called future perfect continuous tense. So here we have an important or more importance to the duration of event. So the subject sentence structure subject plus will have been plus verb in the form of ing plus object plus object. Okay, so see here example we have, when I turn 30 I will have been playing football for 20 years. So understand it student, when I turn 30 I will have been playing football for 20 years. So student, this sentence is the best example of this definition. Read this definition again. an action which will begin and still going until a point in future. So here which action begin here? Playing football action began somewhere in the future. Somewhere in the future according to an action timeline, somewhere it is begin here in the future. When I turn 30, it means he is not an 30, so he's assuming when I will be a 30 years old, okay, I will have been playing football for 20 years, and after 30 years I will play another 20 years. So this is what something a person is assuming, thinking and dreaming about the future, and the future things, okay. So it will comes in the future perfect continuous tense. Understood? Why? See, an action which will begin and still going until a point in future is called future perfect continuous tense. So student, here we have learned about the types of the tenses. So what we have covered? We have covered for this past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous and the future perfect continuous tense. So what is an future perfect continuous tense? Okay, it is a future incomplete action with reference to an another action is called future perfect continuous tense. Okay, all right. So student, we are done with all tenses. We have already done all these kind of tenses. Okay, now let's revise. Okay, what are they? So what we have discussed, we are going to revise here with the help of this table you have seen in your previous video. Yes, okay. So student, everyone have to draw this kind of table in your bridge course grammar notebook and make 1 2 3 4 columns, okay, with 1 2 3 4 5 rows. All right, let's begin with the first one, past. Okay, past, present, future are the fathers of simple continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Past have 4 children, present have another 4 children, and future have also another 4 children. Okay, now let's discuss about the present. Okay, a simple present, what it is? It is a truth or a habit or an activity which is going on regular basis is called present simple, and the sentence structure subject plus verb 1 plus object. Now comes to simple past, it is an completed action in the past. Sentence structure subject plus v2 plus object. Then we have simple future, it is an future action. Okay, then the sentence structure is subject plus will plus, okay, verb 1 plus object. Understood? So we have discussed about the first child of these three father. Now comes to another child of this three father. First comes to present continuous tense. It is an ongoing action. What it is? It is ongoing action. Subject plus am is are, they are be verb plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Now comes to past continuous. What it is? It is a past incompleted action. Okay, the action which is incomplete in the past is called past continuous. Subject plus was were plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Now comes to future continuous. What it is? It is a future incomplete action. Let's say subject plus will be plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Okay, now comes to present perfect. What it is? Perfectly complete work. A perfectly complete work can be added in the present perfect and perfect work. So the sentence structure is subject plus have plus has, okay, plus v3 plus object. All right, so here we have, okay, past perfect completed action with reference to another action. Okay, what we have read, subject plus had plus v3 plus object. Okay, it is a sentence structure. Now comes to future perfect. What it is? Future completed action with reference to another action. Okay, it is a completed action in the future is called future perfect tense. Let's say subject plus will have plus v in the form of 3 plus object. So this is a sentence structure. Now comes to the last and the most important child of these three father. Let's discuss about the past perfect continuous and then present perfect continuous. In the present perfect continuous, then action which started in past and still continue. Okay, let's see, the school had started on July and it still continue. Okay, till now is called present perfect continuous. So subject plus have been plus verb in the form of ing plus object. School have been starting, okay, from somewhere in the previous and it is still going on, is called present perfect continuous. Now comes to past perfect continuous. Past, it is a past incomplete action with reference to another action, is called past perfect continuous. Let's say subject plus had been plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Now comes to future perfect continuous. What it is? Future incomplete action with reference to another action. A action which is decided in the future, it is an incomplete, but another action is also an incomplete, is called an future perfect continuous. So sentence structure: subject plus will have been plus verb in the form of ing plus object. Understood? So this is what the tense table what we have decided. This is what the tense table what we have decided, student. So student, you have to memorize this tense table thoroughly for a basic English grammar and to make your sentence formation strong. This should be understood by you very perfectly and it should be by hearted without fail. So student, so here what we have to do, we should solve more and more questions on the basis of this. Okay, so I will leave a worksheet where you will get the answers also and you have to put your own answers. Then you will know how to solve the each and every tenses in a such a better manner. So students, for a better understanding, watch this video once, twice, thrice and have a better look over it. Understood? Thank you for watching this video till last. And here what we have to do, we should learn each and everything thoroughly. Watch this video once, twice, thrice and make notes in your Bridge Course grammar notebook and try to understand each and every single point. So after making your notes, kindly send your work to me in the WhatsApp. Okay, so take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.